Well, guys, it's here. Take over chamber. Power is here. Welcome back to us. Now it's a live stream in the air, guys. Welcome back to your now live stream. Yeah, so here, please subscribe here. Hey. We guys new around here, please subscribe here. And yeah, let's get this with the right now live stream. Like us. So we are back with another stream. Hello, guys. Another stream. Like I said earlier, you guys new around here, please subscribe over there. So I decided to do this announcement, even though it's been a while since the last time, because I know I've been doing some ranking stuff for Hollywood, even though we heard some conscious stuff what's going on with Hollywood again. Saban, we definitely need to talk about Saban again. Ferdinand Gonnius class, Grassman, what's going on, man? Doing good. Just checking what some stuff with Ninja Kids, Power Ranger stuff. Yeah, Hollywood has got really worse again. And a lot of people's not happy about it. But once you get his stuff free there and find out about this. But I did make a video about this other like just a while back because and I want to shout out to the Legacy of Nerd. So everybody's excited for Christmas because I know everybody very excited about it. Let me get my camera really quick. Uh oh, there we go. Okay, I got my leg. Otherwise, it would have been hard to find stuff. But you know what I mean? Do 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 do. Otherwise, it would have been hard for this one. So, yeah, a while back, I just exercised it because I want to get in good shape again. This time, like, I know a lot of people are starting to do it, so I'm taking a pisser. Well, I can't take it till you this, but until months later, if I can exercise a lot harder as possible, you probably will see how much stuff that I did. Like I should have seen some videos over there, but I couldn't. But I will probably do that just Um, for the sweats, exercising, something like that. That's what I had to do. I was originally wanted to do it on the first and do it for 30 days and then get head to the next one like that. But you know what I mean? Let's get this stuff going. Let's take it here. I'm going outside. Yeah, everybody has some any questions. So, anyways, we probably heard something's going on behind the scenes. I'm looking for this, but cold temperature next week. Yeah, yesterday was snow. I should have recorded that. I should have recorded yesterday. It felt yesterday. It felt like Christmas because of the snow. I kind of agree with that too. Kind of agree with it because of. I kind of agree with it because of the way this do it. But let me just start screen and find out about this. 2009 weather. Let's see, 2009. We used to have snow every time back then. I guess we had snow a lot. Uh, I remember we used to have snow back then. Today we had some snows, but it's not. We had snow then as we used to have back then. We used to have snows a lot. We used to get snows back in the day. And kids, I miss the old days when people used to play snows a lot. To be very honest, but huh? Let's see, if we get snow. It's still here. Ooh, yeah. But I definitely need to, you know, step up a bit. So yeah, that's what we're talking about is Power Rangers and stuff. If you guys wanted some terrible things. There we go. Yeah, Saban is actually worse again. I'm glad he didn't bought it. He's not gonna buy it. But Netflix, people are very upset about Netflix. Again, well, Hollywood. But only this time we're going to only this time that we're added to it, it's Netflix. I used to have Netflix, but I feel like I'm not even going there no more like I used to. Oh, let me turn my camera on for you guys. I was getting ready to class on him like that. He said, "Don't do that again like that." It's just simple. They finally put some efforts because effects. They finally put effects because it's pretty cool. Oh, they finally put effects and a wheel stuff too because I well, I think they should start filming it there or something. Man, I don't know how to say. But all I'm saying is, it's pretty cool. Shout out to this dude. Whatnot. Ooh. Yeah. Damn. Anyways, anyways, let's get me saying. We got stuff to talk, cover that up right now. So a lot of people is really pissed about it, and I actually don't blame them to buy a personal penguin, personal honest penguin, because of what's going on behind the scenes with Hollywood again, because of Warner Brothers. It's been purchased by Netflix. I'm kind of in the middle of that, and I'm kind of it's very upset with that. That literally scares me right now, and I personally don't like it because it's not only about only dealing with Mortal Kombat as anything, and they bought it for ruining the franchise. Not only for Mortal Kombat, you guys in, but Superman, Justice League, Looney Tunes, Scooby Doo, Cartoon Network, Animarius, Harry Potter, certain stuff. It's like they're trying to turn. It's like I get it how the world changes, but other than that, we just wanted Hollywood to be good again, like it's supposed to be before, instead of being edgy and grittiest. Like I wanted Hollywood to be good again, like it was before when it first started back in 1912, when they moved from New York into West Coast, and that is in California. They've been doing it for years, and that's the means ways away. Oh boy, I forgot to move this again. Oh man, I forgot to move this again. I should have done that every time. Every time I started, I forgot to do this again. But anyways, back to the point. The point I'm trying to make it out, people are started angry. It's not happening about with Netflix, and they already going on strike. They probably do, and they had a rights to their penguin to go at them because Netflix is not gonna be listening because I need you guys to understand this of what is going on behind the scenes. Because this reason why I don't chose Netflix. My friends is, but I personally pick MGM for a reason. But other than that, before that, weeks ago before this, we've been talking about Paramount and Sakana in the middle of that. But I personally wanted Paramount to buy it. So I really want to have series of connections with them so they can help us with this project. And again, they way more supported, way more respected to the fans than any of these company is. That's why they're more they care about the fans a lot than any of these companies, unlike Netflix. Because I know him, Paramount, and Universally came exactly the same year since 1912. Paramount and Warner Bros. Been working together since the 1980s. 1980. It's been working together for 40 years. That is the reason why that we chose Paramount for the reason because that's why Paramount came here in 1912, exactly the same year as that. Before it was King Paramount, it was called Famous Film Play Film Company, and then later on, it changed to Paramount. They changed the name Paramount because it's like they want to do for mountains. They were named it to this one and to Paramount. That's the reason why they called it. They renamed Paramount. And also, they really excited about the mountains. 2 years later, they called it Paramount. But they both came here at the same time. That's the reason why that we chose Paramount. Like we got a lot of people who vote for Paramount versus. I mean, University, cause we do trust them too. Unless they can work together with some parts, and unless they can work together with some parts, and bring the DC and certain cartoon like they did with Harry Potter. I mean, they worked together with Warner Bros. With Harry Potter and Bugs Bunnies. They could work together with some parts, but Paramount does has a bigger budget because the CD what they did with Sonic, they literally fist upon them. And they should have done the same thing with me with them because it does. They got a little bit too worse. They should have done the same exact thing with that because it would have been way too much potential, and that's why they canceled it because the designer of that this needs to be canceled or something like that. And we all wanted Paramount to find Warner Bros. To fix the plugin, and I know, and I had a good feeling that they will be fixing the plugin. And Dave Sniper, whatever, forgot, start with a Z. He's the one responsible for this to pick the bad decision to sell it to. Instead of thinking really carefully to trust him, you just say no. The dude is actually the one that I blame for. I actually blame him for anything ever since he first came over. I never trust him. Everybody already knows how bad he literally was since he first came. And it's bad enough they're trying to not only they're trying to ruin for the franchise and IPs, but theaters is one thing. Everybody is panicked. I know how to feel. That's just great. Everyone doesn't feel one thing. That's a bond. We definitely need to talk about it too. Cause Saban Saban is actually the worst that I have feeling about this. I thought as a kid he was good and I could trust him. But after that I realized everything the dumbest stuff that I find out in the nineties. Well, I'm gonna say this to one of these one friends. He's not exactly the same person like we thought we were. From when it comes to the Mighty Morphin team. He did he's never been the same. He always been the greatest hit, and we covered this while back when it comes to the franchises like Power Rangers. Nothing. The guy is always been worse. He always will be. Because he treated Arthur C. John, David Yost, Walter Jones, and any of these people because they want money. That's the reason why we didn't realize they left, because they wanted money. And they should. Saban wanted to control that, but I give him a little credit what he done when he first bought United for him. He didn't. We don't have no Power Rangers anyway, but it could have been Marvels. They tried it at so many times, but the problem is they tried it so many times. They could have had bought that. Stanway would have had it if it wasn't for Netflix and those people. And don't forget, he's the boss. He's the one who actually bought them, made them. And I blame those people who bought this too, because Power Rangers would have been more respectful if Stan Wigan had them. That's the difference. And another thing, sorry, guys, it's my older brother. Bought me some damn cookie. Well, not oatmeal, but circuit cookies. I should have got um oatmeal, but I'm afraid of my teeth. But let's get back to the point about what's going on. Power Rangers has been messed up right now, and I'm in 20 chance when Disney, then when Saban bought the rights from Disney 15 years ago. I did not notice this as a kid, but I was got really excited at the time. I did not know about this because last time I seen it is on ABC Kids. Dennis would have still be here if it wasn't for the people behind the scenes. If it wasn't for the corporate people who behind this, then we could have had that going. They should have kept it. They come up with this big budget. Maybe they would have made some more money for the ideas they should. But Shaban did some very terrible things. We is because the guy is way people wanted to be focused on, but he cares about his own self. He never cares about the fans, but the money. And I've said it twice, to twice, to twice. I mean, we all biggest fan of that Power Rangers with Neil Saban. Like, even though we could have had something that we get hype about, that fans has with, but he doesn't care about. Toy sales is one thing that I walked by as a kid. That I didn't know. But this, on the other hand, behind the scenes, it's really deserving. Saban did some really terrible stuff because he didn't pay them. He paid them less, and he paid Amy Jo Johnson. They also deserve to pay same amount. But for him, not only for Power Rangers, but Ninja Turtles, he should have bought it, but he's so cheap, like Mr. Krabs. And we've been covered this a while back when we in the movie years, something like that. And we could have, for once and for this guy, we could have had more stuff. And that is the issue that I'm having because of Saban. And I don't like the way what he been treating these fans. And I really feel like he deserves the regret what he's done when the time comes because he only cared about assists more than he cared about the fans. Because if he does kid revenge, he should have never done this in the first place. Like literally. As also my complaint and wank about Saban is he did some really terrible things to the actors. Not only that, when Samurai came out, it was originally supposed to be now before it came out, it was originally supposed to be a own thing. It's supposed to be a own thing. The theme song's supposed to be based on Samurai. Like Ninja Steel, they try their best, but it's stupid. My honest opinion. But it's terrible. The show is terrible. Dang, but no. I'm gonna be honest with you. We has it. It doesn't felt like Ninja.
it felt like they reacted to some stuff. He spoke on that, but some of these characters stuff. Yeah. And I had to disagree with LBT, but I mean, I agree sometimes agree with them, but I had to disagree with him because it didn't felt like Ninja a lot. It could have been if they had did their own thing, like Ninja Storm, for example. I still had that DVD somewhere. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Dino Chargers did a lot of good things. But Samurai and on the other hand, Megaforce ain't going completely going so mark. And the guy control anything. Some of them should have spoke up. But two people that I knew who actually spoke up is Hector David Jr. and the one who plays Border for Ninja Steel, Neil. Those two is the only one. Wait a minute. I think Brandon Mayo, the guy who played Michael Tiber, the one who plays Selling Cameron's Hypes. I think there was the only four people who spoke up. 4 or 5 actors who spoke up. I didn't think about this before as a kid, but now I know why they left. Now I know why those two people left. Because it's not fair and not really fair and cool that what's the matter with you. And I think some people, actors, need to understand, know about this person. If they know about this person, they want to know how they felt about what Saban did. And we've been talking about them so many times. I didn't want to believe him as a kid, but now this stuff is actually true, that he actually said, now I know why. Because he wants control. He wants to whip people off. If I would knew this as a kid that he doesn't care about the kid, I would have been mad. Like, we were mad that we all want to never support him. And I'm glad that one person from Ninja Steel taught us anything. And I'm glad Simon Bennett really exposed him. He should say something like Uri before we been to it. I wish he would just say something sooner to spoke up before we'd have been knew it. Because if I haven't knew it about this, we would have never came out. So, hey, glad he didn't came into my head. And a reason why I'm not saying it for those of you guys are here. Because of what's been going on behind the scenes. He's not a great guy what we thought we were. I used to think that until I find out the stuff that he did is liable. That we care about since Mighty Morphin. Even though we're our biggest fan of Power Rangers, that we used to spar about that. JDF did it really, but it's not really all Jason David Frank's fault. It's not his fault. It's not Actor's fault. And sometimes I had to disagree with LBT on this one. Sometimes it could be wider words for certain points of ups and downs. If they did think their jobs, then how do you know that? I had to disagree with him on that one. But the thing about it is, they want to defend Saban for no reason. If they're doing their job, then they should never defend this creep, like producer like Saban. Instead of for them to have the actors back and know how they feel about this, then they would have still been gone. The shows would have been still been here Even though Mighty Morphin would have always been iconic shows of all times. Even though I still had them way here. It took him really, it took some money, but he didn't really knows about this. He used to say yes all the time, but he realized it now because he didn't know because he was excited for us because he cares about the fans. He's way more respectful than anyone that we know. If I would have knew that specifically, take it seriously, like JDF, Jason Dever Franks, who's a quiet expert, he treat us like this is a family. Then I would have met the person in real life. I would know this guy. But as a kid, I was very shocked and very excited about the Green Ranger when he first came on the show. I think that I watched it on ABC 15 years ago before Simon bought it and bring it back there to Nickelodeon or Nicktoons. That's for the first time I actually seen Mighty Morphin, but it's also revisit that time. But it was different back then. Revisiting, and it was on ABC. Because when I first seen it at the whole series from Mighty Morphin, I did see one tape episode before it said, and a movie in Turbo. I joined it as a kid, but now I do. The only movie that I love the most is the iconic movie Season 3. I used to think it was good. But 2010s, I used to think it was good, even though they bring it back for iconic scenes for the last time. But man, I'm very mad about what Saban asked me right about. I'm very upset, and I'm glad that this guy is going for good because I used to think that too a long time ago. Now I don't. Now I really realize everything what this man did. It's terrible. I used to think that as a kid. Now I don't anymore because the terrible things that he did to the actors is very disrespectful. Like very disrespectful to the actors. So that is actually my thoughts about what is going on. But if you guys don't know any of that, you should look on the movie fan. And before that, I covered a while back when me and Sky talk about Saban very much with Ninja Turtles, Beetleborgs, Troopers. They could have had a crossover. Saban would have had a money enough, but focus on one thing. And we could have had another crossover And the thing about it is, we could have had another crossover, but he don't care about Disney. He cared about his own self, and it's really not fair at all. Really not fair at all. Because of the fact that what this dude actually did is very terrible. And my friends felt the same way. We all talking about it. We all confident about it. That's how we all felt. So there you have it. I was going to show you this thing. Experience by Barry. No, I don't know. Damn. And that is the problem when it comes to this mess. So yeah, that's what I wanted to point out because we've been very upset about it because of what this guy really did. So yeah, I was gonna say just what the last time I did before Disney show it to Spatu Saban. Said they don't want anything to do, but now they do. But it's only for the reboot. Even though I do, it has some ups and downs with Disney. Yeah, I kind of logo that I remember is good, but this logo, okay, sorry, this logo that I remember. This logo that I remembered as a kid. It's like almost similar to the Power Rangers from Disney era, but it's basically on Disney era and half of the deer Saban, not near Saban, but Saban from like and no Zeo through Wild Force. That's what I do though. That's what I do know. That's what I do now. It's awesome. Well, it's not awesome, but it was very bad what this man did. He should never take possessions to be this charge of Power Rangers for what he did. That's so crazy what he said. Alright, guys, let me tuck my right back for a second. I gotta get some water so I can keep my energy. Be right back, and yeah, be right back. I'm gonna get some water and probably show something else. I'm gonna sit here and talk when I get some water, and I'll be right back. All right, back. Had to get some water so I can stay in energy. More important thing about you guys is just you stay hydrated. It cleans your body out. That is very important that you should do. Is stay hydrated. Because if you drink so much sodas, it will adjust your body to it. Give you diabetes. That means your blood resistance is going up. And that's why I don't want had in a half. That's why I want to keep being as healthy as possible and stay healthiest. I want to be in good shape. Like these people. Like one of them in their dirties is looking so decent. I guess actors had a secret that in their dirties, today's world, is still here. But back then, back then, I found out on this. but still have to be still as healthy if you want to be in good shape. I guess it's a secret. A lot of them just think I'm still what you're saying. It's not working. Okay, guess I can't do it right now. As I could, but I couldn't. Guess I'll stick with this. So, anywho, that's all I gotta say for this one. Something like that. The point is, when it comes to Hollywood these days, that people are very, very upset about this whole situation. What's going on with Hollywood? Unlike Netflix, I mean, good for them. But for us, like for those of you don't realize what we're trying to say is the point is it will ruin the reputation that the Hollywood this stuff movie industry would not be the same like it's used to be. Meaning they're gonna change a lot and make this place really worse. And I'm glad they're finding Netflix to get Warner Brothers. They should be because they should never get that going. And even though I had a little bit even some good stuff about Netflix, but good. But the other stuff that I don't like about this, it's so expensive, and the guy who's in charge of this, it's not even worth it. But I hope Universally pick up stuff. But Sega, it's not gonna be the old console company no more like it used to. And it's really not fair at all because Sega is one of the iconic companies back in the day when we were kids. And I still you cannot get with the consoles because otherwise, what happens when people old consoles like you can still can you can still play with that for certain reasons. But Hollywood is at it again, and I don't like it in one bit. It's literally 2 months. What is going on in the industry? I said it like multiple times, and I'm gonna say it again until people would understand about this, and including the companies. And I'm gonna keep saying it until the companies will understand about being all graded on people. I'm gonna keep saying it so many times until the companies will understand about it. And the only reason I'm saying this is because he being disrespectful, and it's also ruining your business around here because he whip people up. People are not gonna take you seriously if you're gonna keep like this because they're gonna end up going strike against Netflix, unlike Netflix and Netflix, because being disrespectful. And I don't like the way when it comes to the whole situation like this. This is so wig. This is wig. This is literally wig. And it means it's not fair at all. It shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be like this. Because I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this. But this is getting ridiculous. Like, I don't understand about this. Okay, there we go. But the problem is with this. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna share screen for you guys now about MMBR. Um, because I tried it on Google. I don't know what's going on. There we go. All I can say is this company has been the worst. Okay, here we go. It's 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. This is the logo that I remember as a kid when they did Revision on ABC Kids. I seen from episode 1 through 32, I think. This is when I first saw. This is when I noticed that JDF was the Green Ranger. Like I didn't notice it, but he was the bad. He was the one of the badass characters. Like I said, man, this guy is one of the iconic characters of all times. And I said to myself, what is taking him so long? I said I gotta meet him again. I really wish I would have had a chance to see him as a kid. Hmm. Oh no. So yeah, that's all that we covered for this. I wish we talking doing the second one. Um. So yeah, I was gonna have one of my friends started, so I could have my friends coming over there every night. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Because I'm about to end this off. It's like night, almost in the morning. Got to get this place straight. Words and words. So I'm about to head this off. But we will still continue on this on Saturdays. I used to do gaming. I wanted to do gaming, continue on continue on gaming stuff. Like that time I played Clash Bandicoot, but I didn't get any chance. So you know, I really want to continue doing gaming consoles so my mom can bump me. So I wanted to do two stuff to play games a lot, but do we got one person? No. Anyways, gonna head this off, but I'm gonna get a shout out to him for joining the swing, but I couldn't have make it a little bit earlier if it wasn't for my started, but we will still continue on this again Saturdays. But it's also your host, Shamal Wise. This is also Shamal Wise. Shamer here. They call me Shamer, Power Ranger here. And I catch you guys. See you on next time. Please subscribe to me. Also, don't forget to put a link put a like, press the like button, subscribe to me, leave a note in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Just remember, be strong, believe yourself, and prepare for battle. And I